Well, hello there, sweet people. Welcome to my Sweet K channel. My name is Katarina if you are new and you never watched any of my videos. Today, I want to talk about the eco period products again. I filmed this theme related video before, but that was just my experience with the period cup. But today, I want to compare two period eco-friendly products which I tried and tested and bought, and I want to tell you my whole experience, if I like them, I didn't like them, why I like them, if I would recommend them to you or if I am going to use them in the future. So let's get started with the first product, which is period cup. I have this one. I purchased this one sometimes on the end of last year. This is the organic cup. It is a clear cup made of silicone as all the other period cups which you can find. I learned that actually they have a different firmness, that some of them are more squishy than the other, so you can actually change the shape or it should fit or benefit for some other women. I am so confused. There is so much information which you need to know about yourself when using a period cup. In my first video, I used it for 1 month in my one period and I couldn't make it work. I couldn't make it sit on my cervix and it was leaking constantly and I was getting very frustrated. This didn't change. I used it then for another period, another month, and again I didn't make any progress. I tried everything. I watched all the videos on YouTube which I could find. I tried different folding methods. I folded like this, I folded like this, I have no idea how they called. Then I folded like, I don't know what way did I fold it. It just didn't work. It felt like it didn't fit into my vagina properly. I don't understand what was going on. The people were saying that you need to know where is your cervix, where your cervix sits in your vagina. And am I the only person in the world who has no idea where or how does my cervix even look like and how does it feel? I don't know, and I didn't feel like investigate. After trying this one, I've got my bad news from a doctor that I needed to go and have my colposcopy done because I had bad results on my smear test. I was HPV positive and also they found some changed cells, so I couldn't use it anyway. After colposcopy, you cannot use anything intravaginally or inside the vagina for at least 4 weeks. I couldn't use tampons or this one or anything like that. After colposcopy, I had to go to have a LEDs treatment because those cells had to be removed, so I cannot use it for another 6 weeks and I gave up on it, and I don't think I'm ever in the future gonna try the period cup again. So if there is anyone who is interested in my period cup, I only tried to use it few times. Might be disgusting. Is it disgusting? Share this thing with somebody else. I boiled it. It should be perfectly clean and safe to use, I can imagine. I just am not suitable person for using period cup. Also, I read somewhere an article that some people or some women harm themselves by using period cups, and as they were taking it out and weren't careful enough, they didn't release the pressure and they actually somehow managed their uterus to collapse or something, their muscles collapsed. I have no idea if that article was really something which we can believe in, and I didn't really pay much attention to it because I couldn't use it anyway, and I sort of gave up on a period cup and I will put it back to a cupboard, and I don't think I'm ever gonna use it. I forgot to mention that I also have a retroverted uterus, so that might be one of the reasons why period cup didn't work for me. I found few women online saying that they do have the same diagnosis or the same problem, that they have retroverted uterus, and it does help a little bit. They reduced using the pads, but they still need to have something on the underwear, because period cup is not just sitting on the cervix properly and it's not collecting all the blood, which I found it sort of useless, and I wanted to find a different way how to have an eco period. Let's just throw the period cup away. The second product which I tried, bought and tested for you, not for you, for me, but let's say it was for you as well, are period pants or underwear, which is made especially for period. I did do a research, I checked different companies. There is a big one, I think it's called Modi Body, which I think is originally from USA, and there are a few other companies who are making period underwear, and I picked WUKA-wear. It is an UK company. Underwear unfortunately is manufactured in China, which I can imagine probably all of them are, so it's not really zero carbon footprint product, but at least the money goes to someone in here. It was designed and sold in UK, but it was made in China. So they do come in 3 different absorbents, and it's light, medium and heavy absorbents. Light and medium I think I would recommend to everyone. Heavy is really for a very heavy flow. I did actually, my first order which I placed was for heavy flow because I wanted to use them after my LEDs treatment. I was expecting a lot of bleeding. If you don't know what the LEDs treatment is, then just Google it. But I was expecting a lot of bleeding. I didn't know how much and for how long, and this is why I went with the heavy flow with the WUKA-wear, because I thought it would be the great time to test them out, because my flow will be all over the place and my bleeding will probably last longer than in normal period. So I went ahead and I ordered heavy one. They only come in 2 styles. So this one, which you have sort of a mesh sides, I don't know how well you can actually see. So this is the side, and the actual part is sewed in. It starts quite high in front and also finished quite high in the back, and it's covering the entire area. It's sort of like wearing adult nappy, I would say. This style they use for light and heavy flow, and for the medium flow they just went with a simple brief. Is it brief style? You don't have any mesh or anything else. It's really just simple fabric, and you have the elastic on the top. So I do prefer wearing those ones. They just fit so well. I went with the size 12. I am usually size 10 or 12. It really depends what am I shopping for and what shop am I shopping in, but I wanted to make sure and I went with size 12. I have to say they are pretty generous with the material, so they fit and feel really nice. And when you have a period, I don't know about you, but I do have a bloated tummy all the time. I really love the freedom which this underwear gives me, and I wouldn't like to wear size 10. Definitely size 12 was great for me. So if you are in between the sizes, I would go with the size up just to give you a bit more comfort. So heavy flow is really for heavy periods, and I didn't really need that, but I went with it anyway because, as I said, I didn't know how much bleeding to expect. Medium flow, I think they said you can wear it for up to 8 hours and it should absorb for up to 3 or 4 tampons, which I think is plenty, and it's extremely well absorption. So I tried this underwear, and as you probably figure it out, I really like it from the way how I speak about it. I am so glad that I picked them. They are extremely comfortable. It gives you so much freedom. You don't have to think about anything because you just need to change them once every 8 hours. So if you'll take a fresh clean pair in the morning and then you'll just swap it in the evening, and you are fine, you are good to go. They last for long. They are extremely comfortable. I have zero leakage. After my last treatment, I had quite a heavy bleeding for a few days, and I had zero leakage. I felt very comfortable, very snug. They feel very well around the tight area or around the crotch. It's quite generous width, so is it the right word, or width? So they feel very snug and tight, and there is no leakage coming from them anywhere. You just need to pick the right absorbents. If you will pick the light one and use it in a heavy days, you might experience some leakage, but otherwise they are absolutely amazing. They are absorbing everything inside, and you don't really feel anything wet in your underwear. This is what I was afraid of, that I would feel like basically I peed myself because I would feel the wet blood in my underwear, but you don't feel that at all. It all nicely absorbed inside, and after you are done with them, you just need to wash them. This is the part which is a bit tricky, because if you cannot wash them straight away in the washing machine, you need to wash them in the sink with your hands, hang them somewhere, and then toss them into a washing machine when you will do your next big load. You cannot use fabric softener because this can affect absorbency, but this is with everything waterproof or anything would need to absorb something, so we need to bear that in mind. With heavy flow underwear, it takes a while to dry them, so you really need a few pairs. You won't be able to be with one or two pairs and go through the whole period. I bought this one and used them in the winter when I couldn't hang them outside on the sun, so I was trying to hang them without help of radiator. That didn't work, but if you put it on the radiator, I sort of always put like t-shirt or something on the radiator first and then underwear on the top. That took me about 2 days, maybe 1.5 days to dry them completely. Then I tried to dry them outside on the sunshine, and that was done in a 1 day. So it really depends where do you live, how humid is your house, and if you do have your heating on. But you cannot use a dryer for them. This is quite a big disadvantage, especially in UK winter, but you can make it work with the heating on, so it's not as a big deal, but you need to figure it out, the plan. As I said, you won't be good with 2 pairs. I started with a 5, and that was just enough. Now I have 7, and I think with 7 I'm very comfortable to go through my whole period without using any tampons or pads or anything, and it will give me time to wash them properly in a washing machine. You don't want to turn on half empty washing machine because that's a waste of energy and the water. So I am really happy with 7 pairs. That's more than enough, or it makes me feel comfortable. And as you might know by now, I use them with every period, and I will carry on using them and enjoy them for as long as they last. They are an investment. They are quite expensive. The heavy flow 1 pair cost me £25. The medium flow is £20 per piece. I actually got 2 of them in a sale which they had on Earth Day. So I had one for free. I think it was a half price or 50% off, and I could only get 2 products from the website. So that was really good price. I got 2 for £20, which is amazing. Overall, I spent £120 because the heavy flow I also got in a discount when you bought 5 but paid only for 4. I hope they will last for a long time because that was a lot of money to spend on underwear, but it was worth it. They are extremely comfortable and eco-friendly. Since I have them, I didn't use any period pad or tampon or anything. That makes a hell of a difference, I think, for the environment. But overall, probably in long run, it will save you money, which you are spending on period product, but that will show itself in the long run. Now I quickly just want to tell you something about the WUKA company. They are great. You can see that those products are all made for women by women because they are extremely comfortable, and they just tweak those little details which you only would know if you are experiencing periods. As for example, I mentioned that you have like extra space in your waist and nothing is pushing, pulling, or everything is nicely snug and comfortable. I order one more product from them and I love it so much, and I use it all the time for my periods, but also for lower back pain, but mostly for periods. They created a water bottle for women in their periods and I absolutely love it. I'm not sure if I can fit it all into the frame, but this is how long the hot water bottle is. It's nicely dressed in a soft black cover, and inside you actually can find a hot water bottle. Let me show you. Just take it out. I'm not gonna take it all out, but just to give you an idea. So this is the actual real long and thin hot water bottle, which you can wrap around you, and you have the string on the end which you can attach through the other side and just put it around your waist. You can wear it in front, in back. You can use it for lower back pain, you can use it for back pain, you can use it for period pain. And as you can hear, there is a water inside because I'm currently using it because I just started my period and my pain is terrible, and especially after going through all those procedures and had all that stuff done in my vagina, my periods are now extremely painful and my body is really letting me know that something was going on down there, and I hope it's not anymore. But this water bottle is a savior, and this is ingenious idea, and you just know that that was made by somebody who have had a period pain and wanted to do something else, not just sitting with the hot water bottle, but you can actually move around with this one, and I love it. You can put it on and you can cook a dinner, or you can go outside and have a coffee in your garden right now. I'm not sure if I would go like out wearing the hot water bottle, maybe in the winter, because you can hide it under the jacket, but you will sort of make the noise, the water noise. You can pretend it's not you. Anyways, if you would be shopping WUKA wear, you definitely need one of those hot water bottles. Even if you don't want to spend the money on underwear and you don't want the eco product for periods, that hot water bottle is something what should be given to every single girl which is born onto this world. She should have this one as her first birthday present, because that will save her life in the future. And this is all from me. Of course, you figured it out which one I liked, which one I would recommend. If you do have your stories and you want to share it with me, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Like the video if you like it, subscribe to my channel. I just want to tell you the disclaimer that nobody paid me for this video and it wasn't sponsored. Everything what I showed you was bought by me. Of course, who would sponsor such a little channel than me? But anyways, I just wanted to make that clear. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for staying with me. I'm uploading every week. I'm looking forward to see you again, and until then, bye.